we're going to get started with the agenda section of the meeting. No public hearing. Ordinance is on second reading. One, ordinance of the City of New Brunswick in the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, approving the application for long-term tax exemption and authorizing the City of New Brunswick to enter into a financial agreement, 78 Eastern Avenue, Urban Renewal LLC, and granting tax exemption. We have ordinance on first reading. One, ordinance to amend and supplement the revised general ordinance of the City of New Brunswick, Title 10, Vehicles and Traffic, Chapter 10-20, Handicap Parking, Schedule 40, parking spaces for handicapped persons, Schedule 39, parking zones for handicapped persons. Add one parking space at 90 Jersey Avenue. Add one parking space at 16 8th Street. All right, then we have resolutions. One, approve agenda amendments. Two, payroll. Three, authorize refund for redeemed tax sale certificates. Four, approve authorization to advertise for furnish and deliver one 2017 8-passenger vehicle with wheelchair lift and one wheelchair station, specification number 62117P. Five, approve award of contract with Kennedy and Colbert Supply Incorporated to furnish and deliver fire hydrants for the water utility. Specification number 608-17W, not to exceed $201,846. Six, approve award of contracts for truck and equipment replacement parts. Sanitation Equipment Corporation, not to exceed $3,500 with Campbell and Freightliner LLC, not to exceed $5,000 with Norcia Corporation, not to exceed $11,000. Term, 12-month period commencing August 17, 2017, ending August 16, 2018, specification number 60717P. 7, approve amendment of resolution R-041704, reason, change date to coincide with Ciclavia, approve request for use of city property for 3rd annual Hub City Sounds Corazon Latino Festival, location Joyce Cameron Park, date Sunday, October 8, 2017, time 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. 8, approve request for street closing requested by the Sisters Network of Central Jersey Road Dogs MC, location Joyce Cameron Avenue between 12th and 9th Street for first annual Pink Your Ride? Okay, Pink Your Ride. Pink Your Ride. Sorry. Pink Your Ride Cancer Ride meeting for vehicles. Date Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. Time 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Police extra duty. 9. Approve payment for special public defender services to Richard B. For July 2017, not to exceed $1,350. 10. Approve on-premise raffle for 50/50 at the Helters Hotel, 10 Livingston Avenue for Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Monmouth and Middlesex counties. Date Saturday, January 27, 2017. 11. Approve on-premise raffle for signed auction items at the Helters Hotel, 10 Livingston Avenue for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Monmouth and Middlesex counties. Date Saturday, January 27, 2018. 12. Approve payment for emergency procurement construction department for asbestos removal from 3 vacant structures on Welcome Street with North Star Contracting Incorporated, not to exceed $36,515. Purchase orders number D97788 and D9789. 13. Authorize acceptance and execution of grant program agreement for Detective Matthew L. Tarantino Community Policing Grant. Award number CP 12-8-18, amount $10,000. 14, approve award of contract with Traffic Lines Incorporated for 2017 traffic line striping. Specification number 913-17, not to exceed $31,969. 15, approve release of site inspection fees in the amount of $20,888.61 to Nicholson Corporation for Johnson & Johnson World Headquarters, 501 George Street, block number 34, lot number 1. 16, approve amendment of resolution R-061708, reason to pay additional legal fees in the amount of Mr. for police officer Andrew Weiss in the matter of Rodriguez et al. Versus police officer Andrew Weiss from $35,625.95 to $36,785.95. Okay. All right, 17. Approve request for solicitation of funds requested by Rutgers University Habitat for Humanity, Campus Chapel. Dates, Saturdays and Sundays, September 9th, 10th, 16th, 17th, 23rd, 23 and 24, and 30th. October 1st, 7th, 8th, 2017. Time 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Locations George Street and Church Street, Dudley Road, and Riders Lane. 18. Approved Chapter 159 budget insertion. State of New Jersey, Department of Law and Public Safety, for drive sober or get pulled over statewide Labor Day crackdown. Amount $5,500. 19. Authorize release of copy machine for the water utility from Rico USA Incorporated for one Rico model MPC2 253G digital color paper system, not to exceed $202.90 per month, commencing October 1st, 2017, and ending September 30th, 2021. 48-month contract. State contract 40457 G 2075. Copiers, maintenance, and supplies. 20. Approved liquor license renewal. 21. Approved award of contract with Hubbard Associates doing business as Septembrino Architects for architectural services for the design and preparation of bid documents for various library improvements. Specification number 612-17RFP, fair and open. 22, approved person-to-person transfer of liquor license from Tapmasters LLC, New Jersey Limited Liability Company to PVPSDL Brunswick LLC, 335 George Street, Units 1 and 2, liquor license number 1214-33-049010. 23, approved relaxation of noise ordinance requested by Midnight Signs Incorporated. Reason, change a banner on Moore Street parking garage at the corner of New and George Street. Date, Saturday, August 12, 2017. On alternate date, Saturday, August 19, 2017. Time, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Non-pro tunc. 24, approved resolution to authorize refund of escrow to Republic Services of New Jersey LLC, amount of $4,747.19. 25, approved authorization to advertise for water treatment plant raw water pipeline repair, specification number 62217W. 26, authorized refund to U.S. Bank Custodian for ProCap 4 and credits water account 3-33-00366600, block number 237, lot number 002-06, qualifier C 0033, 117 Fulton Street, in a total amount of $377.92. 27, approve amendment of resolution, reason to change the vendor name, authorized purchase by the fire department of one used vehicle from Franklin Township, Franklin Fire District 3, doing business as Franklin Township Fire District 3 for one used pumper truck, one 1995 Spartan Marion pumper truck, not to exceed $20,000. And we have items for discussion by the council, and we have public discussion. Anything else? All right. Meeting will come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Council Vice President Anderson.
Here.
Councilmember Egan.
Here.
Councilmember Escobar.
Here.
Councilmember Socorro Ludwig. Here. Council President Fleming.
Here. Please be advised that the notice of requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act has been complied with and satisfied with the annual notice, which gave sufficient notice of the time and place and conduct of all public meetings, and the municipal clerk of the City of New Brunswick has been filed with the city clerk, has been placed on the appropriate bulletin board for the lobby of City Hall. New Brunswick, New Jersey has been transmitted to the official newspaper of the City of New Brunswick, namely the Home News. So please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let me just take a moment of silence, especially this week, those that have lost their life to senseless violence, and especially those in Virginia and all across America that have lost their lives senselessly to violence, that it will cease. Minutes?
Second. Council Vice President Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Egan.
Yes.
Councilmember
I
Escobar.
wasn't at the 15 also.
So noted. Councilmember Escobar.
Yes.
Councilmember Socorro Ludwig.
Yes.
Council President Fleming.
Yes. All right, now we move on to, we have no public hearings, and we have the ordinance on second reading. We have a motion.
I my understanding, Mr. Council President, the council wants a little more time to consider this particular ordinance. So if that's the council's pleasure, we would make a motion to carry it to second reading for September 6, 2017, and that same be advertised accordingly.
I make that motion.
Second.
Council Vice President Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Egan.
Yes.
Councilmember Escobar.
Yes.
Councilmember Secor Ludwig, yes. Council President Fleming.
Yes. We have ordinance on first reading. An ordinance to amend and supplement the revised general ordinance of the City of New Brunswick, Title 10, Vehicles and Traffic, Chapter 10-20, Handicap Parking, Schedule 40. Parking spaces for handicapped persons, Schedule 39. Parking zones for handicapped persons. Add one parking space at 90 Jersey Avenue. Add one parking zone at 16 8th Street.
Move the ordinance setting down September 6th.
First reading.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, you listened.
Now, we already, okay.
I wrote it on second reading, I'm sorry, I guess I'm confused with the last meeting. So,
No problem.
go ahead.
I'll still move the ordinance setting down September 6th at 6:30 p.m. Same date to be advertised.
Second.
Council Vice President Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Egan.
Yes.
Councilmember Escobar.
Yes.
Councilmember Secor Ludwig.
Yes.
Council President Fleming.
Yes. Okay, now we move to resolutions. There's 1 all the way up to 27. Does anyone from the public wish to speak on the resolutions and resolutions only? Please give your name and address for the record. As a reminder, you have 5 minutes.
Thank you, members of the council. My name is Charles Cradaville from New Brunswick. I'm the editor of New Brunswick Today. I'd like to ask about 740, the asbestos removal. Can you tell me why this is an emergency procurement? When was it discovered there was asbestos in these buildings?
The asbestos was identified in the building after we had awarded the emergency demolition contract to North Star. We then had to send in an environmental group to actually perform a survey of the environmental and asbestos condition within the 3 buildings. That survey was then shared with North Star, so they knew exactly what kind of this removal was necessary. I think you also shared that survey with the DEP. So we learned of the asbestos problem weeks before demolition was to occur.
And did I hear that the demolition contract was also an emergency procurement? Why is that?
The construction official found all 3 properties to be in serious condition, serious meaning a dangerous condition. He recommended the quick demolition of all 3.
And who's the construction official?
William Strum.
I see the buildings have been taken down, correct?
Yeah.
They're all gone. And is there a time frame on when the park would be built to replace the site?
No, other than we just issued an RFP for engineering and architectural services, so we're about to start we're starting the process of designing what the park will look like.
Okay, thank you. Just 744 is the police lawsuit. Is this, what's the status of the case? It's still in discovery?
Still ongoing, yes.
Thank you.
Discovery.
I'd like to learn about 750, is the person-to-person transfer of the liquor license. Can you tell me what, does this liquor license cover both of the bars in this structure? Or who's selling it to who? What's going on?
This is the current, I guess what used to be World of Beers. Now they call it Hub City Beers or something of that nature. There is 2 units there where the license extended. I believe that's the reference to unit 1 and 2 somewhere in here. This particular license is being sold to a new party, SDL Brunswick LLC. My understanding that the sale price is $500,000.
Wow, $500,000 for the license.
And the assets of the business.
Oh, so the entire
Yes,
business is being
the whole-
transferred? Okay. And I'm just curious because it says units 1 and 2, and there is a Bonchon restaurant next door that, appears to be hoping to get a liquor license. Does this cover them or not?
Yes, I believe it does.
Yes.
Okay, so one license covers both businesses. Is that normal? Is this a special situation?
This could occur with respect to common ownership of the space. You could have two particular modes of operation with one liquor license. They have to be adjoining, though, is my understanding of the rules, or adjacent, touching each other, the spaces, which these do in fact. And I
Okay.
think they're accessible through a doorway, and that's another requirement.
Gotcha. And so, if the council approves this tonight, when would the Bonchon be able to start serving liquor?
Transfer is effective the 16th of August, so conceivably, upon receipt of the certified copy of the resolution, I don't think it'll happen tonight, only got an accurate.
I was going to say, I'll buy you a drink. All right, and the last one I want to ask about, 752, the Republic Services. What is the refund of escrow for, and what do they do for the city? They do garbage pickup.
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that. That's something relative to their property at 5 Industrial Drive. Does anyone have a...
Midco Waste, I think they did some construction or something.
They must have, I just don't know what...
And just return of a site plan.
Right.
Oh, site plan.
It looks like
Okay.
a site plan. Work was probably completed, and now the monies are being returned.
Okay,
Or
you said
guarantee the completion of the work.
Sorry, you said 5 Industrial Drive, sir?
I said that, yes.
Yeah, thank you. And then I did get to speak to Director Lavenberg before the meeting, but I just want to, for the record, be clear about this situation with the underground water, raw water pipeline. Can somebody tell me what the problem is and how soon it might be fixed if the council approves this tonight?
Yes, at the water treatment plant, we have several tunnels that go throughout for access for pulling lines through and various pipelines that are in there. We just happen to have two raw water lines that go perpendicular through one of the tunnels. In recent investigations being down there, because we don't spend a lot of time in the tunnels, it's confined space and everything, we came across one of the two pipes that had the outer layer of concrete had come off, and it's now starting to expose some steel bands that are under there. We went out, we had the engineer bring their company in. Again, it's all confined space, so how you go about doing it. But brought the engineer in and got their opinion on what the best course of action would be going forward. Ultimately, when we do the big plant upgrade, we'll be replacing that pipe with ductile iron pipe and getting away from that. But that could realistically be 2-3 years away before we get to such a project. So we looked at a couple options. One would be encapsulating it in carbon fiber. The other one would be encapsulating it in fiberglass. We're going to go with the fiberglass version of that, so we got a price on what it is, and we have to get a general contractor to do it. But nor the time frame to do it, to do an emergency purchase order, we didn't feel that we could get it done within 30 days within that time frame. So to keep it within the law, we're going to try and expedite it as quick as we can, get it out to bid, get a general contractor in there, get the repair done, and literally it's going to buy you 20 years worth of service after that. So.
Okay, there's no danger to the quality of the drinking water as a result of
No,
this?
this is all external. It's all external, and worst came to worst, we can still pull all the water from the DNR canal and not pull. This is from the actual Weston mill that we're doing. But we always like to keep both our options open, so we always have the choices. We're very fortunate here to have two water sources, and we believe the best quality water is when we do a blend of the two. And so, we just want to get this taken care of. Always to have that option open.
I agree, and again, since it was brought up, I just want to know, currently, we're drawing only from Weston's mill, correct, because of the hydrilla?
Oh no, we're fully back on the regular mix.
So what is it, 50/50, or?
Hey, I can't give away all the secrets. So it's secret. It is. Thank you, Councilman. It is a secret recipe. I do leave it up to the plant superintendent to come out to what those numbers are. If I was going to give away secrets, I'd say we're probably pulling about 10 from the DNR canal and 2 from the 2 from the Weston's Mill. But again, that can fluctuate day to day. So
Millions of gallons.
millions of gallons, correct.
Okay, and so when did we start drawing from DNR Canal again? Because we had stopped for a time, right?
We had some work going on up at the DNR canal that we wanted to get done, the lead remediation work that was going on with that. So I can't give you a specific date, but I'm going to say sometime around mid-July is when we went back on, started with the 50-50 mix, but as we're doing it, we're constantly testing for fluoridone throughout the treatment plant, from the time it enters the treatment plant to what exit's coming out. Again, we're using the activated carbon to eliminate that, and we're actually dosing twice the amount needed to get out what we expect to come in. So,
Thank you for the thorough answers.
Anybody else on the resolution? Seeing none?
Move the resolution.
Second. Council Vice President Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Egan.
Yes.
Councilmember Escobar. Yes. Councilmember Socorro Ludwig. Yes. Council President Fleming.
Yes. All right, now we go to items for discussion by council. Before we move on to the public discussion, this is our last 5:30 meeting. We'll be going back to 6:30 on September 6, 2017. So we can duly note that. Also, there's a few things going on in the community. Tomorrow at 6:30, there's a community-wide meeting tomorrow at 186 Hale Street, that's the Masonic Temple. What'll be discussed? There'll be several things discussed, but mainly it's things that have been pushed under the rug because a lot of our youths have been dying all across America, not just in the area in New Jersey and stuff like that, but all across America, a lot of youth have been dying at the hand of violence, senseless violence. I know this year I lost 2 of my students this year to senseless violence too. Both of them were shot. One of them was shot on Christmas night, and one of them right at the end of the year. So it plagues a lot of people's families. So if anybody can make it, we would appreciate it. Come out and discuss. I mean, that's not one meeting is not going to stop everything, but at least to begin the healing, at least to come up with solutions. So that's that, and I think that's it. So now with that, anybody else? So we'll move on to public discussion. Anybody that wants to come up, please come up to the microphone. You have 5 minutes. Please give your name and address for the record.
Good evening once again, Charles Cradaville, New Brunswick today. Thanks for your remarks, and I think you know the first question. Are you ready to call for the impeachment of the president? No. Okay. Well, last time you asked me if there were any other towns that had taken such an action, passing a resolution calling for the impeachment, and I would direct you to google.com and just type that in, and city council impeachment. You'll see a lot of them, including some of the biggest ones in the country, have taken action to at least call for Congress to investigate the president for possible impeachment. And you also asked me for 4 reasons why the president should be impeached, and I'm going to work on a list that's got many more than 4 on it. But one for starters would be yesterday that I watched the president go on television and say to the world that there were some very fine people at the awful neo-Nazi white supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, that claimed 3 lives. And gosh, I think that's horrible. It's unpresidential. That's disgusting. Something needs to be done about this, and I don't think we should wait until a certain number of other cities have done it so that we feel safe doing it. I think that leadership is about not taking seeing which way the wind's blowing or seeing what other people are doing, but it's actually about doing the right thing regardless. And I think the right thing is for, at the very least, for you to go on social media or pick up the phone and contact Congressman Frank Pallone, who's our representative in Congress, and plead for him to sign on to the article of impeachment that's already been introduced, or to write his own. Congress has the power under the Constitution to impeach the president. The Senate has the power to remove him if Congress impeaches him. The right thing to do is that. And Congressman Pallone has an office just a couple blocks away. I've reached out to him on Twitter. I would hope that the council does the right thing and calls on our congressman here to do his part, and at the very least sign on to the existing article of impeachment that has already been introduced. I'd like to ask about the two cases that are pending in Superior Court against the city and several officials. One brought by former Lieutenant Middleton and the other brought by 3 police officers. The law department's not representing the city, are they? There's outside counsel. And who is that outside counsel?
Well, off the top of my head, on the Middleton case, I believe it is, yeah, Mr. Parker's involved in the case. I think Bill Cannell's firm, yeah. And there's private counsel, which you've seen the names come before council to submit bills on the punitive damage aspects of it. Hoagland's office is not involved in the Middleton case, but they're involved in the Anderson case.
Okay, so that was Hoagland for the Anderson case, and I heard Mr. Parker and Cannell.
Yes, Bill Cannell is involved in that case as well.
And Mr. Parker is who?
John Parker, I forget the name of his firm off the top of my head. These are all JIF orders that are on the Middlesex County Joint Insurance Fund list.
Understood. Is Lori Dvorak representing any of the parties?
I think her firm is involved in the, her firm, I think, is involved in the Middleton case.
And
I know there's been a lot of motion practice going on, different people have been trying to get out of the case. So, Mr. Cradible would like, I could give you a list of the attorneys that represent the parties in the case tomorrow morning. That's because I don't commit it all to memory.
I understand.
Probably, and I don't want to misstate.
I would appreciate that, thank you. And I do want to thank Mr. Shammy. His office was able to get back to me. I inquired about the Marbeck arbitration matter. Unfortunately, the city lost, and it was a big loss. I believe $1.2 million plus the attorney fees. Can I hear from the council about that case and how the city's going to pay for that? Is the JIF going to cover it, or the taxpayers on the hook?
Well, we thought it was a good case to fight, and sometimes you come out on the losing end of litigation. But
I believe we already made the payment that had to be made right away.
Sure.
It's been paid off.
It's kind of, yeah, it's not from the JIF, it came from the city. There's no insurance coverage for that case.
And so does that create a hole in the budget? Was this budgeted for, or is this going to affect the city budget? I mean, that's a huge amount.
It was not budgeted for, it was paid for out of old balances in some older capital accounts. It has no effect on the city operating budget.
Thank you. I just encourage the council to, if you haven't already, check your email. I sent a couple of items about the housing authority. I'm very concerned about what's going on there, and I appreciate the support that some of the members have given me. Please look into that situation. And lastly, I would like to thank Captain Miller. At the last meeting, he told me to check out Executive Order number 69, signed by, I guess, Governor Whitman. And can you just, for the record, can you ask Captain Miller, under that executive order, what is the time frame with which he is, the department is supposed to respond to requests for information about ongoing investigations?
Captain Miller?
It's not an information on ongoing investigation, it's about arrest information, and to that, it's 24 hours or when practical.
Is it 24 hours or when practical, or is it 24 hours or sooner if practical?
I don't know, but it's 24 hours or sooner when practical, or 24 hours when practical. You know, it all depends on how you're gonna interpret practical.
Unless it says sooner. So I would return the favor to Captain Miller and ask him to check Executive Order 69 and follow it. When people ask for arrest information, if the executive order says it must be provided within 24 hours or sooner, if practical, or practicable, I believe is the word, then he should abide by it. So I'd ask him to please check out that executive order. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yes, Danielle Moore, 188 Rocket Street. First, I'd like to thank the city and the city of New Brunswick Tree Department for responding immediately with taking care of the trees on Lee Avenue to make it possible to walk through on Lee Avenue. So thank you very much. They did respond and they did do a good job. That was last Thursday. I came to the Traffic Authority meeting, which I would suggest, well, I should ask, how come the Traffic Authority meetings aren't recorded also?
I don't think there's any requirements that they be recorded, but I don't know if there's someone there taking minutes. There probably is. I don't participate in those meetings.
I think Mitch Karen produces minutes after every meeting.
Well, my point is, due to where I don't think the messages from the Traffic Authority are being sent to the council, due to where it's almost like he say, she say, where this one's not there, and then too much confusion going on. But I'd like to refresh your memory. Thursday, I was there at the meeting. I was asking about speed bumps again. It's been over a year and a half now for Lee Avenue. And how I do have to say a few engineers, how they seem to come against me sometimes. And that's why I say, wow, I feel that it should be recorded for what's said. But I would like to refresh your memory. This was last year on the corner of Ward and Lee, where the car was flipped over. You had a major accident there. That was where I refresh your memory. You had a total of 6 accidents in the same area within 3 to 4 months. That was where I asked for the speed bumps then. So, okay, time's going by. Okay, I was told once the road were finished with the piping, which is done, I went to the meeting to ask, and like I said, where I feel some people are going against me with trying to do things, but I just like to let you know I speak upon things due to where I'm like a witness, or I'm of seeing things happening too many times. And the reason why I say that, oh, it's like wow, this is really bad. Thursday was a meeting. The next day, in the same location, Ward and Lee, you had 2 kids get hit by a car where they were on. So it's not like I really go around inspecting things in New Brunswick. I speak upon things because, like I said, I'm a witness of something bound to happen. And it really hurt, like, wow, you speak of this, and then, like I said, 2 kids to get hit by a car the next day. Not saying, wow, it was pretty bad where a kid busted the windows. Oh, I meant it really hurt, like I said, where I'm saying, okay, then also we have a situation with, okay, we can't put the speed bumps down until we talk to the fire department. The fire department makes it passable. Well, whatever size speed bumps you have on Joyce Comer, whatever size speed bumps you have right on Remsen Avenue, why do they keep mentioning, oh, once they speak to the fire department? That's one situation where we keep going through. Then the second one is, that was where we had mentioned about for signatures, and it was spoke up due to where Lee Avenue is basically side houses. The side, so the situation where one moment we didn't have to have signatures to do it. Now that's starting to be a situation. I'd like to get this straight on order. Okay. Please, let something be done where I'm showing you what's going on, all the damage. Why is it taking years to stop someone from getting injured?
We're gonna 'cause I know it goes through, does it go through the fire department or does it?
What is the process?
No, the fire, I assume the fire department is consulted, but no, the requests for street humps are brought to the attention of the traffic commission. They make a recommendation to us, really the city council, on what action should be taken.
Right. But does it, I mean, as far as I know, Brimson Avenue has them, and what's the other one? Because like,
Joyce Kilmer?
yeah, because I know there was a concern with ours with Tennyson, you know, where I'm at, and they said, wanted, like, they had told us before, like, that has to be a right of way, you know, because that's a right of way into the village, you know, so I don't know if Lee Avenue, you know, I don't know if it's bouncing around. If Lee Avenue is the same thing, because if you have Brimson Avenue and then the other avenue, if it's just one that's, oh, go ahead. Yes, sir.
I'll speak up on behalf of the traffic commission. So there has been some confusion on that. That confusion has been cleared up. The issue was, to Mrs. Moore's point, that inside Lee Avenue, the houses were not facing the street. So the question has been asked, what is the process for getting signatures on that street? I ran it past city clerk, I also ran it past the mayor's office, some other folks, and the conclusion was that we still get signatures from everybody that's affected in that area. So that particular conversation was, I guess, planned to be relayed to you.
Oh, believe me, that won't be no problem.
Yeah, at the next meeting. So what I've been getting from everyone is that immediate area, so not just the Lee Avenue. So we can take that issue out, being that there are no streets, no houses that face that street, and everybody in that surrounding area that are affected by that street or would sign the petition. So that's where to Ms. Moore's point, there has been a hiccup in several key issues on Lee Avenue. The issue with the speed humps wasn't about whether or not speed humps would be appropriate, is what kind of speed humps would be appropriate. So there was never a question of if speed humps should go there. It was about what would be appropriate for the emergency vehicles. So she's right. Then there's also the process of what happened with the electric company putting down their work, and I know they owe us some work as well. So there's a process of waiting for that to happen, as well as the other factors that I mentioned earlier about the petition.
Has there been a petition? Has there been a petition?
There's been no petition signed because we didn't know what the process was. So I did my research on what that process looks like. We got our answers, and those answers were to be addressed at the next traffic commission meeting.
And I will say thank you very much, Mr. Jones, to where I have to say I surely appreciate your help due to where you weren't even at the traffic authority meeting, but I thank you for standing up to take a point due to where, like I said, I do feel some of the engineers are against me on certain things, and like I said, what if it wasn't for you, I'm like, wow. Would have been done properly through the engineers. So I thank you so much for stepping up, like I said, into this due to where, like I said, it was basically she said at the last meeting due to where some were there and some were not. But like I said, it's not like I don't prove my point of what I'm saying on certain things, but yes, hopefully the two boys that got hit that day, I haven't heard any more information on them, but hopefully they will be okay. So you're saying once I get petition signed, and then once the road is to be repaid, they said repaved, then okay, you're saying it will be approved to everyone to have the speed bumps put down?
Is there a hearing?
That starts a process.
Yeah, it starts the process.
Starting a process, come on, we've been going with this and that. What? That's what I'm saying now, that's my whole point. That's starting a process. This has been going over what? I showed you all the accidents last year. So, like I said, tell me what has to, okay, petition, inspection through the fire company, okay, the paving, and then okay, from there on out, are you saying that's what would, the city will put the speed bumps down?
Sounds like they make a recommendation. If the traffic commission makes a recommendation to the city council, if I understand it correctly, and then the resolution needs to be passed, and then the process can begin for the work.
There has been no petition in these last 2 years.
No, due to where, no, that's because where we were, the thing was situation where the houses were, it wasn't front, they were side. And back then it was saying where we didn't need any petitions. Oh, believe me, I can get that in a day, the whole area, due to where so much damage is going on in that area. Something to be done soon. But like I said, hopefully you respond quickly. I'm not gonna say quickly, I've been having patience, but I hope something will take action to be done.
Thank you. Anybody else? Public discussion, anybody else? Seeing none?
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Council Vice President Anderson,
Yes.
Councilmember Egan,
Yes.
Councilmember Escobar,
Yes.
Councilmember Socorro Ludwig. Yes. Council President Fleming.
Yes.